Hey everyone, so we are live here from Europa Park in Germany. We're going to take a little tour around the park and kind of show you guys why we think this is one of the top theme parks in the world. I mean, when people ask me, you know, what are your favorite theme park resorts, we usually tell people Tokyo Disney, Walt Disney World, and Europa. So I mean, I look at it being that, you know, Walt Disney World is the top theme park resort for America, Tokyo Disney is for Japan, and Europa is for Europe. So right now they're in the middle of their Halloween. So Eurosat, which is right in front of us, which is normally kind of looks like a big, you know, Epcot ball, is now covered in a giant pumpkin, which is amazing looking. And as we walk around the park, you're going to see some of the Halloween decorations where they have put, we're told, about 150,000 pumpkins scattered all over the park. In fact, you can see some of them just right behind me. And the one thing that's interesting about all these pumpkin decorations is that they're all just loose and sitting out. None of them are tied down or secured in any way. And all the people here completely respect them. And yeah, they don't go missing, or they don't get thrown. You don't see pumpkins thrown anywhere. People are just very respectful. So we like that sort of thing. All right, so let's take a walk around. The theme park is sort of broken out into different countries. Right now we're in the France area, which the French bakery over here has been one of our favorite places to go, get a morning snack. But we're just gonna take a tour around and sort of check things out. So the other interesting thing about Eurosat is the ride is actually closing here in a couple of weeks. They're going to completely redo it. It'll still be an indoor roller coaster, but much like Space Mountain and Disneyland, you know, rides kind of come to the end of their life cycle and need some love. So that's what they're doing. You can see au revoir, goodbye, see you in 2018 Eurosat with a new coaster, a new experience. Over here is Universe of Energy, lots of dinosaurs. Yep, very very similar to the idea behind the Epcot one. No Ellen though. Again, this is just one of those areas too where you kind of like look at this and you think, man, I can't believe we're actually in a theme park. Like, there's just so many places like this that look so amazing. We haven't even talked about the capacity of some of the rides. And just the theming of the queues. We'll walk through a couple of queues. We can't ride anything with because I'm using the phone on the gimbal, so I can't ride anything with it. But we'll at least take you through and kind of show you some of the queue areas. Okay, we'll come over here. Here's the Wild Mouse, which again is themed inside this big castle. It has an elevator lift hill, which you can sort of see over here. Again, this area is kind of dressed up for Halloween, but you see the doors open up. The car comes through, and you'll see the car lift up and go up the elevator. Ready? Here we go. Wait for it. There they go. And then you'll see it pop out up top in a second. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here it comes. Yep, that's Matterhorn Blitz. All right, let's kind of move on a little bit. Jack, you're taking a lot of photos.
Hi there, it's a beautiful park. You have to take a lot of photos here.
Lots of stuff to look at, right? All right, let's come through and take a look at this area in here. again, you can just see all the pumpkins everywhere. It's crazy. Like I said, none of them are bolted down. None of them are secured. You don't see people messing with them. They just respect them. There's all kinds of little nooks and areas in this park. This is the famous raclette over here. I think this opens at 11:30, right? Yeah, we'll be eating. So if you like good cheese, but again, just look at this. So we're in the Swiss area over here. It's just so cool. Above us is the bobsled roller coaster. Actually, we could probably get a view of the bobsled over here somewhere. But there's like here, let's just go see if this is open up here. Like you can just travel throughout the park. Oh yeah, this is open. So yeah, so here's another eating area. So if you get your raclette, you can come into this area here and then just basically watch the bobsled coaster go. We would like one bobsled, please. There we go. Yeah, so check this out again. It's just these cool areas here. Like you can look out one side and see Jack. There he goes. You look out one window and you can see this area. You look out the other window, you're right next to a roller coaster. Let's see where this leads. Alright, back down the stairs we go. Again, just so cool. I love these pumpkin guys over here that they have climbing the ladder. Let's see. Pumpkin dude trying to get to his pumpkin chick, I guess. Is that the story? All right, where to? Should we just wander?
Sure.
You just see things like these streams just kind of like rolling through the park, and like you don't see people kicking in them or creating a mess or anything. Again, people are just respectful, which it's sad to say that I don't think a park like this necessarily could work in America. Here's the other side of it over here. Okay. What do you think? Should we go up maybe by the Silver Star area?
Yeah.
And then kind of loop around to Euromir? Oh man, this French bakery is so good. Good morning, Torsten. We'll see you. We will see you soon enough. Tomorrow, I believe. And then we'll give everybody a look at another beautiful European park of Phantasialand. Yeah, the pumpkins everywhere, just, it's fantastic. Okay, so let's come around and we'll go over by Silver Star. I know we've already looped around this section once, but you know, it's easy just to keep kind of wandering around in this park and look at stuff. I see TPR people heading to Silver Star. Yeah, the theming in this park is crazy. But, I mean, for those of you guys that don't know, part of what Europa Park is mock rides, which is probably pronounced Mac for a lot of people. You know, this is sort of their show place. Almost all of the rides in this park, or theming, is all built by Mack Rides. Now they do every once in a while build a coaster or ride that's specifically for the park that's not by Mack. For example, Silver Star over here, which is a B&M hypercoaster. But I'm also guessing if they were to have built this coaster today, they would have used a similar ride system as DC Rivals. Okay, let's have a look. Let's wait for Silver Star. There it is. Yeah, we like Efteling. I don't know if I would put it up there, you know, as my top favorites, but it is a very nice park. I'd put it on par with like the Busch Gardens parks in the States. You know, maybe close to Universal. So the other nice thing you'll see at a lot of European parks is where they've built like a big adult ride, they also will build, you know, some more small kids play areas or kids areas kind of right near it. So here's the entrance over here to Silver Star. So if you want to get lots of Mercedes-Benz themed merchandise, you can do so in that store. Up the lift again. So now we're kind of closer over to the front of the park. In fact, you can see off in the distance the Europa Park. That's the Monorail Station, and that's right above the front entrance. We're going to kind of head back towards the back of the park and see things like Blue Fire and some of the other themed areas. Another thing Europa parks do extremely well is crepes. And this is one of probably the best crepe stand in the park. Cinnamon sugar is definitely my favorite. Although you can get it with Grand Marnier, and that's alcoholic crepes are also very, very good. Again, just another idea of some of the themed streets and everything around this park. Yeah, the dispatch times are incredibly fast here. In fact, I think Eurosat was running 5 trains yesterday. I don't think I've ever seen Silver Star run less than 3. Blue Fire was running 3 today. I mean, it's when we were talking to the guys running the park yesterday, they basically say, while they don't necessarily have a fast pass system, they don't think that they really need it because their wait times, even on the busiest days, are never over 90 minutes. I don't think we didn't wait more than, oh, that's actually, let's head down this way one more time. What was our longest wait yesterday? About 20 minutes, maybe? Everything else was pretty much like less than 10. Yeah, so somebody's talking about the fall decor. Yeah, the Halloween stuff is out, and like I said, it's amazing just looking at what they've done. They said there's about 150,000 pumpkins strewn about the park. No, we can't ride anything while we're using the gimbal and doing the live stream, but we'll give you guys a nice tour of the park just to check it out and take a look. Yeah, if we rode something, we'd have to stop the live stream, and we don't really want to do that. So we do have plenty of videos of Europa Park rides on our YouTube channel. So if you want to check out any of the rides, just have a look at that. Here's the mouse again. In the Spaceship Earth building, that's basically their Space Mountain ride, which is amazing. Look up a video for Eurosat. We have it on our YouTube channel. It's a great ride. It's closing in 2 weeks to get a complete new refurb. Very much like Space Mountain and Disneyland. They're redoing the track. I hear they're putting some VR. Oh, we'll come and stop at another cool place. If you want one of the most delicious food items in the park. Yes. Waffle on a stick is a thing, and it is absolutely delicious. And they even have Halloween waffles. Blood red. Should we go into Greece? The nice thing also about their Halloween event, they seem to have Halloween themed food items at almost every one of their food locations. So it's kind of nice that there's, for people that are locals to this park, they can get, you know, new things to try out during the Halloween season. So we're gonna head into Greece over here and check out Poseidon. Again, another very heavily themed attraction at this park. Yeah, this is a very good ride. This is probably the best water coaster ever built. And we'll get someone coming down the final drop, and you can see some of the track layout in the background. No, none of this is temporary. No, this is all permanent installations. Poseidon is really rough. We just rode it yesterday and it was fine. It didn't seem rough to us. Yeah, and again, just watching Silver Star in the background, how quickly they send out trains. I think when we started looking at this, the final drop, there was a train on the course, and there's already another train on the lift hill. All right, we'll walk around a little bit more. Should we walk this way, you think? How many visitors are here? I mean, I don't know exact number. Part of the park also just opened about, what, 20 minutes ago? Yeah. So the crowds are still pretty light. But, you know, yesterday, we saw wait times 20-25 minutes. It was definitely a moderate crowd here. But the other thing is you know, the park does do very high capacity. So it's, oh, there's Derek and John. Hello. Have fun. We'll watch them come down the drop, and let's just hope they get completely soaking wet. We're wishing good things on you guys. We're not. I don't think the audience will mind watching this ride just a few minutes longer. Again, there's another train going up the lift on Silver Star. Somebody count the seconds from when it drops to when we see the next train. I'll bet you it's under 2 minutes. How long will we stay in Germany? We've got a few more days. Yeah, we could soak them with the dolphin. That's right. Jack, should we go soak them with the dolphin?
Oh.
Let me go see if I have a euro. Thank you for that wonderful idea. I love that somebody on the live stream is helping us be evil to our friends. Okay, so this is another cool thing here. I don't know how many parks have, so again, they have one of those things where you can drop a euro in and soak people, but you can also, with the fin, you can turn it and aim, which I think is a wonderful idea. All right, they're on the lift now. Yeah, sorry for you guys who were hoping for a Silver Star dispatch, but you know, soaking our friends takes priority. Really hope I don't mess this thing up. There they come. Okay, so I'm gonna drop the euro in now. Oh man, it's not working. There we go. All right, that was perfect. I don't know if it actually got them or not, but the effect was kind of fun. How old is the park? I think they celebrated 40 years, I think in 2016. So, 40-something years. Yeah, this is one of those parks where, unfortunately, I wish it would get as much attention as Disney World or Tokyo Disney, because it really is, to me, on par. Easily one of the top 3 theme park resorts in the world. We love it. I mean, and we've seen this park take inspiration from other parks, and we've by far seen lots of parks take inspiration from Europa. All right, so we'll walk through a little bit of the Greek area. Inside this building here, this is one of those madhouse type of rides. Just again, to give you an idea of some of the themed areas and how cool it looks. That big dish you see in the background, that's part of the whole Russian Euromir area. But again, just look at some of the level of detail that is surrounding us. Jack, what are your thoughts?
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's as deep as I can imagine. It's almost just up there with the Disney parks. It's really nice.
Here, like even just in here, we'll sneak. Here, we'll just kind of sneak in here. Even the bathrooms, look at how crazy detailed. You're not going to go any deeper into the bathroom, but just even like the sinks, it's crazy, What madhouse manufactured you for a Mac or Vekoma? I mean, to be honest, I guess I'm not what you would call like a super diehard madhouse enthusiast. I think they're both fine. I mean, they both do the same thing. To be honest, I don't know if I could tell the difference between one or the other. How big is the park? Oh, that's a good question. We'll actually stop. When we find a park map, we'll stop. It's gigantic. I mean, I'd say it's probably what, similar to Epcot size, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it feels bigger. But, yeah.
At least Epcot sized. Yeah, if not even maybe a little bigger. Yeah, you definitely, we recommend 2 days. We got on property, we had a couple of hours the first night, we had a full day yesterday, and then we have kind of a half day today, and I would, that is the least amount of time I would spend here. Normally I would even recommend spending more, but unfortunately children's school schedules don't always allow for our trips and vacations to go that long, especially when we were at Oktoberfest for 4 days. So we'll come over here to Euromir, which is by far one of my favorite roller coasters, and it's just so weird and screwed up. It's amazing. Like in a good way. weird and screwed up is not always a negative thing. I mean that in the best way possible. Hello from Not Scary Farm. How's it going? Yeah, it's funny. People often ask, how did we get this job? And I tell people, just be really bad at doing anything else. And then you can become a theme park vlogger. Because I feel like this was a complete accident. I failed at most everything else in life, and now this is what I do. And I mean that in the most lighthearted, but somewhat honest way possible. Oh, we're about to get misted on. No! Mist and the camera lens don't go together well. Oh, so this is also interesting. So there's the train over there. Note that there is no barrier or anything whatsoever. You are just trusted not to be stupid and not kill yourself. There's no crossing guard, there's no nothing, and as soon as the train passes, you just walk. That's kind of how it should be. All right, let's walk over into the Russian area. How's it going, guys? Yeah, like I said, so here's another, they've got some Halloween stuff set up here at this place for when it opens. Hello, watching from Singapore. How's Jack feeling? Jack, how are you feeling?
I feel great.
Yeah?
Thank you for asking. I feel great.
There you go. Jack status. Oh yeah, we were in this isn't our first trip to Europa. I mean, honestly, this is probably like my 20th trip to Europa. We love this park. So there isn't a ride here that we haven't been on. And probably not a ride that we also don't absolutely love. So here's Euromir. Again, it's such a funky ride. So you can see the cars. Like, first of all, it has this amazing spiral lift hill inside one of the towers with the best song that you'll ever hear in a theme park while riding a coaster. And then it does this it's kind of spins, but it does sort of more of this like turning motion up the top of the towers on that sort of wild mousy part, while you just kind of like see yourself in the mirror, and it's just so weird and funky. And then it drops into this amazing roller coaster section. There, you can watch it here. We highly recommend this. It's almost a bummer that no other park has actually installed one of these, because it's such a funky, cool, unique coaster. Here, we'll come around to the other side. Come around to the more traditional view of Euromir. Oh yeah, okay, so here's the park map. So for those of you that were asking, so we're in the Russia section here, and you can see that that's where this is the colored part, but then you can see the rest of the entire map. It is one gigantic park. Now, I don't know how memorable the Eurosat song is. I gotta be honest, like I don't actually, I've been on Eurosat loads of times, and I don't quite remember that song, but I definitely remember do 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 do. And anybody that has been on Euromir, that song is now immediately stuck in your head. This is such an awesome ride. Yeah, you know, and the thing you have to remember about theme parks is, I know a lot of people have favorite rides and things they grew up with, but you know, they aren't necessarily museums. Theme parks change over times, and we feel that's a good thing. And if you want a theme park to be a museum, Europa Park actually has a really awesome theme park museum here that you can go and look at some of the past attractions or things that used to be in the park. And there you go. But yeah, I like it when parks sort of keep up with the times and change things and improve. Now, of course, the question really will be, you know, will the Eurosat improvements be better? And that's what we'll have to wait and find out. But my guess is going to be, I think they'll probably do a really excellent job based on everything else I've seen at Europa. In fact, right after we're done with the live stream, the first thing I'm going to do is ride Euromir again. Yeah, people often ask me what are my favorite coasters in the park. This one right here, I love Blue Fire. You know, I love Euromir just because it's funky. I mean, it's just the coolest, weirdest ride ever. I mean, any ride where you are clapping your hands up the lift hill and you're sort of dancing and then you come off of the ride and you just feel like you had such an awesome time and you're singing the song. I mean, those are all signs of a totally kick-ass ride. So again, just look at the train. I love this, right? It's these little things around Europe that this is how you can explain the difference between, you know, Europe and America and other places. It's like, you know, there is no railroad crossing. There's no attendant. There's just a bell letting you know, and people patiently wait for the train and then cross when it goes by. It's sort of like the whole like, hi, don't do anything stupid, don't kill yourself is enough for parks in Europe to not have to worry about things like that. How'd you do, Jack?
Really well.
Give us some likes and thumbs up if you're looking forward to seeing some of Jack's photos from Europa Park. You've taken quite a few now, haven't you?
About 3,000.
Yeah. Oh, speaking about the museum, I forgot it was literally right behind us. Should we go take a quick look inside? So they have a really nice timeline of the park, basically throughout this whole building. And you can see, you know, here are models of attractions, the kind of things that they've built throughout the years. We'll take a look at some of these. Again, models of the Rapid Ride. Here's Hotel Coliseo. This is where we stayed. Some of the characters and how they've evolved over the years. Take another quick look around over here. Animatronic figures. Yeah, it's very cool. Should we wander around some more? We really should go through, we should go walk through the Woden queue. What do you think?
That would be perfect. I think it's my favorite one here.
Oh, so yeah, so Food Loop up here, it's kind of hard to see because it's not open yet, but this is one of those roller coaster restaurants where your food is delivered to you via roller coaster track. It's very cool.
Snacks and drinks.
Now we're coming through Holland. Oh, you want to get some Puffertjes?
Sure.
Let's do it.
All right.
You have to get some to share though, Jack.
Okay.
You have to share with everybody on the internet. It's a lot of Puffertjes. All right, so we're gonna get what is quite possibly, so these are a Dutch snack, which makes sense that they're over here in Holland. And they also have some delicious ice cream over here as well. We actually, yeah, we did a tour of Traumatica last night. It was very cool. In fact, over here, this is normally teacups, but they have a haunt set up over here. And this one you can go through during the day. And it's sort of kid-friendly during the day, I think. Maybe not so kid-friendly at night. I'm not sure about this one. I know the one over by Poseidon, they kind of open it, and it's a little bit more kid-friendly during the day, but then not kid-friendly at night. But again, just like looking at all the pumpkins and everything strewn about, it's fantastic. This is the kind of theming you just don't see it at many parks in America or even in other places in the world. I mean, I can only think of a handful of parks that are themed as nicely as Europa. Yes, we are visiting Phantasialand as well on this trip. So we're going to go from one beautiful German park to another beautiful German park. When is the best time to visit? Well, the weather is beautiful during the fall, really kind of when we're here now. And I'll be honest, that one of my favorite times to visit this park is now, because you can easily combine it with a trip to Oktoberfest, you know, which is about 4 hours away in Munich. What is the entrance price? I honestly, I don't know the price offhand, so you'd have to go look it up on online. I'm sure at europapark.com that they have all the prices and everything there. And we also, since we stay at a resort, I believe the prices are a little bit different if you're staying at a hotel on property. Last year we stayed at Bell Rock. This year we're at Hotel Coliseum. We try to stay at a different hotel every single time. Let's see. Oh, are they making them fresh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. Those are the Puffertjes. I know them probably not saying that correctly, but that is my silly American version of it. It's a lot of poofages.
It is a lot of beverages. I got sugar cinnamon and caramel.
Oh man. That looks wonderful.
Cinnamon.
Did you get enough for the internet?
Oh, yeah, I think there's enough for the internet. I don't have enough forks though. I've only got 2 forks.
Oh, there's a bunch of chip forks here we can get for people.
Okay, Donka.
You need more hands, Jack.
I
Would
will.
someone for the internet like to come and help Jack carry the poofages and coffee around?
Throw a lid on.
All right. Who wants some poofages? Respond in the comments, and we'll send them your way. Okay, wait. Let's give everybody a picture of them because they won't last long. I'm gonna go for this cinnamon sugar sucker right there. Oh, I've got a flag. Oh man, yeah, that's good. Okay, let's wander around a little bit more. We are visiting other parks in Germany and Europe. We've been we were at Oktoberfest for a few days, and we did Bayern Park, we did Skyline Park. We're doing Phantasialand, Holiday, Movie Park Germany, and sneaking into the Netherlands a little bit and doing Slagharan to go ride their new coaster. So this is quite possibly the best Pirates ride outside of a Disney park that you'll ever see. Some really, really nice effects in there. Hide one behind a pumpkin, I'll be there next week. I didn't think about it. If I had a TPR magnet with me, I could have hid some TPR magnets around the park and see how long it took people to find them. No, we're not going to film the ride because, I mean, to be honest, it's really dark in there, and it probably wouldn't come out the best using the cell phone camera. And we have videos of all those rides online anyway. And you know, it's a long attraction, so it would take 20 minutes of the live stream just to go around and film stuff. Hello. Thank you. Spices is an Indian restaurant. Another great place. So we're going to head over in Scandinavia area. Little monorail going above us. Yes, the park just opened probably a little, about an hour ago maybe. We were in early though because we stayed at one of the resorts. We had extra ride time with the resort property. Took a couple rides on Blue Fire. That's actually the area we're heading to now. Again, just everywhere you turn in this park, there are just so many cool themed areas. And look, even Jaws lives on here at Europa. How's it going, Jaws? Yes, we're visiting other parks. Oh, hang on. I'm getting the low battery warning. I've got to stop over here and attach my battery. Hang on a second, guys. We have technical work to do.
You have one handy?
Yeah.
Dig it up for you.
I got it. Here, grab it. It sits in there. Let's see. One phone cable. This is sort of the behind-the-scenes work at TPR. Okay, live stream's gonna go kind of wonky for a second, so I have to take it off the gimbal and then plug in the phone cord. Okay, ready? Here we go. Wonkiness. All right, let me plug this in. And then we'll put it back in the gimbal. Oh, damn it. I messed that up. And gimbal should come back to us now. Come on, gimbal. You can do it. Hooray! Just need to untangle a little bit. I need more hands. If I had the back. Now we got to untangle the cord. All right. I apologize for this momentary. Crap. There we go. Okay, we are back in action. Sorry, guys. Telephone battery every once in a while. Again, we went a little bit longer on this live stream than we expected to, but you guys are at least keeping it interesting for us. What is your favorite zone at Europa? Honestly, probably Euromir, just because I like that area so much. I love the high-tech stuff. I love the giant dish. I love all like the space-themed things that are there. But it's hard to pick a favorite. Here's the Rapids ride. If it's the best, are there any downsides? I mean, you know, I can't really think of any downsides offhand. I mean, I guess maybe Woden has gotten a little rough over the years, and it kind of gave me a headache the other day, but I don't know. Can you think of any downsides to this park?
That it's so far away from where I live.
Yeah, that would be a huge negative for me too.
That's the only thing I think of.
Yeah, I mean, I said Woden was a little rough, but other than that, I mean, you know, I guess the reality is too, it's like I don't like talking about the things that I don't like. With so much negativity and horrible stuff happening in the world, I'd rather focus on the things I like. I mean, you could walk into any place, literally anywhere you go, and you can find things to pick apart and say you don't like, but that's really not the kind of person that we are. I mean, just look at where we are, like look at our surroundings. And I mean, like, how can you complain or find bad things about this? I mean, I question somebody that would come to a park like this and look for things wrong with it. Yep. To me, if that's the type of person you are, you're doing life wrong. And that's, you know, that's just my whole thoughts on that. There's Blue Fire over here. Just another look at the rafting ride. Like seriously, like the park is just so amazing. will come and I just love that we're like, walking down this path, and there's the river rafting ride right next to us. I don't think we want to get wet, do we, Jack?
No.
All right, we'll come down this way. Yeah, we took the scenic route around the lake here. We're gonna head over to the Blue Fire area now. No, you're welcome. It's just, I feel like so often online, people are always wanting to trash stuff, but it's like, man, there's so much good in all of these parks. The Disney fanatics are the same way. They're always looking for stuff to complain about. I'm like, man, how can you go through Disney parks looking for stuff to complain? We love being here. Yeah, this is another great ride. Okay, we'll come up here and watch a launch or two. I think there's another train about to launch. Ryan's walking around the park somewhere. We saw him this morning, didn't we? I think Ryan was riding Blue Fire with us this morning. I don't know. There's a bunch of us kind of all over the park, which is a warning to you all if you're heading this way. You might run into some TPR people. There he goes. Yeah, the dispatches are crazy. Yeah, if you watch rides like Eurosat, Euromir, the bobsled, they don't sit in the station very long. Maybe like 30 to 45 seconds at the most. I think we got another launch coming. See Woden in the background. There it goes. Yeah, what was that between dispatches? Like 60 seconds? Look, they have an Afro fountain over here too. Not as big as the old Cedar Point one, but it's there. All right, should we go walk through Woden, see if we can do that?
Yep.
Yeah, I wish we can come out here every year for a week. That would be amazing. So again, this whole Scandinavia area, also very well themed.
It's my favorite area.
Yeah, it's a great area, isn't it? Especially when you get over by Woden, there's so much eye candy. There's Woden. Yeah, no, we know we can go watch the pre-show of Blue Fire, but you know, I think we'd rather walk around a little bit. Actually, if anything, I think we're going to try to walk through the Woden queue, because it sort of reminds me of the old Dueling Dragons queue, which is currently being destroyed. I guess the old Dueling Dragons queue was destroyed a long time ago, but it's always nice to see that awesome stuff lives on in parks like Europa. Yeah, I always feel like being a person that doesn't like fish, I'm missing out on some really good stuff, but we will leave the salmon for people who are into that. Jack, salmon, are you a fish person?
No. You can have my fish.
So here you are walking through Woden. Just more examples of crazy, amazing theming you'll find at this park. Yeah, no, it's okay. We'll save the fish for you. Yeah, we would rather not abuse a handicap policy in the park, Suzanne. Sorry, I mean, there's enough problems with that at the Disney parks. I don't think it's really fair to tell people that they can go get a handicap pass and take 6 people in line. That's really kind of not the tips we want to give people. So I would actually recommend not going to the handicapped area and getting a card for 6 people. Sort of makes it unfair for the rest of the people that are actually waiting in line. Didn't Jack bring his camera? Let's see. Hi. Jack has his camera. And you had the bigger equipment yesterday, right?
Yes, yeah. Just got a little bit today.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk through as much of the Woden queue as we can. I don't know how long the line's going to be, and obviously we're not going to ride with the gimbal and the camera, so we'll at least walk through some of it. Hopefully we'll get to some of the indoor stuff that you guys could see. I wonder how far the single rider line goes in. I've never done single rider on this. Alright, should we give this a try? Yeah, the indoor part of this queue is probably some of the nicest work I've seen done in a long, long time.
Achtung, der Fahrbetrieb wird jetzt wieder aufgenommen. Bitte Vorsicht an der Bahn.
Yeah, I think the single rider skips most of the indoor part.
Achtung, der Fahrbetrieb wird jetzt wieder aufgenommen. Bitte Vorsicht an der Bahn.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, Suzanne. It just, the way you wrote it, it made it sound like you were trying to suggest that we should try to game the system by going to get a handicap card and bring 6 people in line. And we see that kind of abuse happen all the time at parks. And we don't want to recommend that that's something people do. Again, I don't know how much of this is actually going to pick up on the camera, but some of this queue is just super cool. Oh, damn, it looks like the line's pretty long out here, too. that's falling apart. And there's even a section that is collapsing above you. Oh, this is another, okay, we love this idea. Watch this. Jack, make sure you get a picture of the bathroom. I know that sounds really creepy, but like, okay, so when the line is long, a lot of people always ask, oh man, if you have to leave the queue and go to the bathroom. Well, at Woden, they fixed that problem. They built a bathroom right here in the queue, so you don't have to go all the way back out, go to the bathroom. And then there's also a little drink stand over here as well. This is just so well done. Oh, is the line back up here? Damn, okay. Well, unfortunately, we wanted to sort of maybe film a little bit more of the inside bit. Yeah, I didn't mean to film the guy walking out. Like, oops. At least he was done. I'll at least film a little bit like underneath the structure over here. Here we go. I can see it going up the lift. This is another coaster that they run 3 trains on pretty regularly. Okay, we're gonna walk back out the way we came in. Yeah, I wish we could show you a little bit more of the queue, but then we would just be standing in line, and that's not really conducive to good live streaming. But we'll come back through the cave area. Yeah, there's a whole section of the queue where the wood above you starts to fall apart and you can watch it collapse and reset. Again, just super cool.
Lauf auf den Stecker.
Alright guys, so we apologize for the abrupt end to the live stream, but our service seemed to crapped out on us, so we'll go ahead and end the live stream now, and thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys at some point soon.